Year 2 of our strategic plan, year review of 24-25, our growth in fulfilling the Medical Lake promise for every student every day. As we take a look at this, we really want to focus in on truly the every student aspect of our motto in looking at ensuring that what we do for one, we do for all. I have a quote here from Ken Williams, who is a educational leader in our area and across the nation, in which he talks about that if we spend our time focusing in on groups or demographics, and that's how we define the students that we serve, we then miss that opportunity, as he shares, to discover, to envelop the needs of each and every one of our students. Instead of leading with demographics, we're now going to lead with purpose, with our mission, and with our district vision. As I've shared previously, our mission statement is, it's our mission to ensure that all students are prepared to be innovative, productive citizens in an ever-changing world. And that is truly is at the forefront of the work that we do. Additionally, our vision is that we operate under the uncompromising belief that all students can learn. With a highly qualified staff, parents, and our community, we will work collaboratively to provide rigorous, relevant, and personalized learning experiences so that students are engaged and acquire those skills to become college and career ready in the 21st century. This is the work that we're going to accomplish. And finally, the tenets, the promises of our strategic plan. The first being centered around the culture of belonging, that we promise to foster a safe and supportive learning environment through a culture of belonging. In terms of instruction, we promise to focus on personalized instruction, just as it says in our mission, that is engaging, challenging, and relevant. And finally, with regards to hope and future vision, we promise to promote hope and a vision for the future from early learning all the way through post-secondary for every student every day. As we take a look back at the work that we did last year, we're very excited about celebrating and in encompassing ways that we have been champions for our students and that we will continue to do that work. Our inclusive practices work, recently the video that you see here, and we'll have linked in our later in the page. Our inclusive practices work has been featured in OSPI's recent Inclusionary Practices Technical Assistance Network video that really encapsulates all of the work that we do across our district to ensure that all students have opportunities to have access to those grade level standards, and then the supports that they need to achieve them. Additionally, we've launched the Medical Lake School District Home Connections program to support our home school families in the district, a parent partnership that we're really excited. We have approximately 15 families engaged, and we're excited to add more. We have developed a full day early learning opportunities at both Michael Anderson and Hallett Elementary School. We have kiddos in pre-K, 3-4, and then TK, transitional kindergarten, 4-year-olds, in both of our elementaries. We're really excited about that opportunity. And then finally, Michael Anderson Elementary School was recognized as one of the top schools in the state for growth and improvement for students with disabilities. And you'll see across our district that we have significant growth for all of our students. To take a look in regards to current data, or our data from last spring, in regards to the culture of belonging, really looking at our student, family, and staff connections. These are our annual survey results, perceptual survey results. And you can see that we had a 5% increase in students stating they enjoy coming to school. However, it's still just above that 50% range, and it's a continued area of growth that we've spoken in regard to across the district. It's something that we'll continue to work on. Additionally, we added a staff connections opportunity, so they are meeting 4 times in the 24-25 school year, and we'll meet 4 times again this year. They serve as a sounding board, an advisory group, what have you, in terms of really working with myself and our district leaders. We continue to have really significant data in terms of students reporting that there's at least one adult who knows and cares about them at high levels at an 87%. And then the other area of growth in regard to our culture of belonging is that our overall attendance rate, or rate of students attending 90% of the school days, declined by about 2%, as you can see at the bottom chart. And what we really want to see is that above 75% over the year. So that means that students who miss 2 or more days a month would be considered in that less than 90% range. Looking at personalized learning that is engaging, challenging, and relevant, that instruction, our students are learning and growing. Our ELA and math growth in grades 4 through 8 increased significantly, as you can see from the two charts on the left-hand side of the page, specifically for some of our groups, our highly capable students, our students with disabilities, our English language learners, as well as our 504 students. Additionally, district and state assessment measures continue to provide evidence of growth in student learning and gaining evidence of those both foundational reading and math skills that's necessary to be successful in future grades as well as in their future careers. And then additionally, we're super proud of the fact that we've had significant growth in our 9th grade students with disabilities passing a math course at the algebra level or above. And you can see that that is in the bottom right-hand corner, in which it talks about how we had almost 67% of our 9th graders of students with disabilities showing that data of passing those classes. Looking at our hope and vision for the future, we had a 3% increase of students indicating a positive vision for their future, as well as a same 3% increase of high school students enrolling in post-secondary within 1 year of graduation. However, area of growth in terms of, we had a 7% decrease in positive future vision responses from specifically our high school students. And what we talked about as a staff is, how do we, across our district, across our community, really put our arms around our high school kiddos as they're moving into those career planning opportunities, whether it be a career in the trades, or moving on to some post-secondary programs, or even onto a 2 or 4 year college program. How do we put our arms around them and help guide them and help them feel supported in that work as they make those amazing and yet sometimes very difficult decisions for their future? To that end, in many ways, we've continued to expand the opportunities for dual credit, and that's students who have the opportunity to earn college as well as high school credit side by side within the high school. Our increased results showed approximately 92% of our students completed at least one dual credit course in 2024, and we've added even more. Our new high school principal, Dr. Vincent, shared with our freshman families this year that for those freshmen that have just entered into our high school program, they have the opportunity to earn up to 89 college credits by the time that they're a senior. So it's an excellent opportunity to get that leg up, begin towards that pathway towards their future. As we take a look at our kindergarten readiness data called WAKIDS, we do see that assessment continues to indicate and support our need for early learning. And I will say that our early learning programs are all full. We have 3 pre-K, 3 and 4 year old programs at Michael Anderson, 1 pre-K program at Hallett. All 4 of those programs are full. And then we have a transitional kindergarten program at Hallett and a transitional program at Michael Anderson. And those programs are both full as well. And we have wait lists. We're really excited. We know that this is a huge need, and as we are able to garner state funding to support those programs, we will continue to work to build and expand. So here's our next steps. This is what our game plan is as we head into the 25-26 school year. Taking a look at some of those areas of growth that we've identified through our data, We'll take in terms of each of our promises. So for promise 1, in regards to building that safe and supportive learning environment, we really want to continue working on those, increasing the number of students who report that they enjoy coming to school. So building those connections, those opportunities for engaged and exciting learning, and again, those opportunities to feel safe and secure. Additionally, to that end, we want to increase the number of students who are attending at least 90% of the school days. So that means making sure that they miss no more than 2 days a month. In terms of promise 2, around personalized instruction that is engaging, challenging, and relevant, our next step is to increase the number of students meeting grade level standards in ELA, math, and science. We still have that work. The Smarter Balance is our state assessment, and we still have work and growth to do in terms of Smarter Balance, as well as our district level assessments. We're really excited about the significant numbers of students who show that they have those foundational skills in reading and math, and we want to make sure that they have those next level higher order skills that are what is required for success on the Smarter Balanced assessment. And then we want to continue to increase that number of students that are showing growth in ELA, math, and science. So not only are they showing that they're meeting those standards, but they're continuing to grow and learn. As I shared in a previous slide, our highly capable students showed evidence of growth at a 96% rate. That is fantastic. So that means that we're addressing and supporting our kiddos all through the continuum. Our struggling learners are growing, and many of them are growing at a higher rate than our general students. However, our highly capable students are growing. We're showing growth across the board. And then in terms of promise 3, that hope and vision for the future, we want to continue to increase the number of students who transition successfully. So putting our arms around those high schoolers, especially in their junior and senior year, that they transition successfully to post-secondary opportunities that provide family-sustaining wages. And then additionally, increasing the number of students who indicate they set goals for their future.